take the risk associated with data handling to a risk associated to any investor. Whenever somebody is investing any business or any idea or a startup. So my question to Doron would be, first of all, I would like to understand or know from you that whether Point Grab is a funded startup or it's a bootstrapped one.
So Point Grab is selling an increasing amount of money over the last few years. We still need the support of our shareholders to keep us alive. We're on the verge of being on break even. So we're close to that. What we are trying to do now is raise funds as a growth round. We see a lot of demand. We see a lot of things that we want to do with our product and with the market. So we're looking to raise more money on a growth round rather than on a survival mode.
Right. So when you go to an investor, I'm sure that this is also part of your KRAs. One of the things which a leader has to do is get funds to the business. So when you go out and ask for $1 million check, what type of risk questions come to you? How do you deal with that?
First of all, it's a whole spectrum of issues that are related to risk, from security, like you touched before, the stability of the company, business side, IP side. There are so many different issues. I think that it's almost a state of mind that when I'm speaking to potential investors, and by the way, I treat my current shareholders potential investors as well. They are putting more money into the company all the time when it's needed. It's not to come from a defensive point of view. It's not about, wow, there's a mountain of risks here, but somewhere around in the end of the tunnel, there might be a huge unicorn yet. That's not the story. The big story is the unicorn possibility.
Right.
And it does not have to be a unicorn in the size of Facebook or Mobileye or any of these. It just should be a company that pays your investors 5 times or 10 times on the money that they've invested. And it is all about the market and the ecosystem. Security has been a hot market for the last probably 10 or 15 years. Automotive has become very hot over the last 5 years, and commercial real estate is becoming very hot now. But I can give you a short story about the founder of Checkpoint. When they started the company, and I think it's about 1997 or so, if I'm not mistaken, you were talking about cybersecurity, people would look at you as if you just landed from another planet. What are you talking about? There's no internet. What exactly are you securing? And they had a vision. They've done some things before that in the army, and they were working on it, on a solution. They worked in an apartment of one of there are 3 founders there, sat on the grandmother's balcony, drinking a lot of Coke and coding. That's what they've done. And they had some form of a product that they thought they had, and they were lucky enough to find a customer that wanted to check it out. The customer was an Israeli customer sitting in the central business district right in Tel Aviv. And they came to the office and they explained to the CEO of that company, listen, some people would want to breach your network, would try to penetrate your network, get some information. And the CEO was looking at it and said, that doesn't sound very likely to me. Said, yes, the world, internet is going to be everywhere. You need to be protected on time. And let us show you how it works. And they installed the software and tried to show him how it works. And as they were doing it, they feel that someone is trying to penetrate the system. An external person is trying to penetrate the system, and they were thinking to themselves, what are the chances? And they double checked, and it was actually someone trying to penetrate the system. And and they had enough of data within their initial firewall to realize that they could find out who that person is, what is his IP address. And apparently it was the IT manager of that company that was fired just 2 weeks before that, trying to get into the systems and steal it. So it's luck, it's timing, it's the having a product that is mature and good enough when you're going to the market, all of this. And you said risks, all of these are risks. They could have come 1 hour earlier, 1 hour later and not catch anything. They could have developed the system 1 year earlier and not have enough of funds to go on to be a company that's now worth about $18 billion.
Right.
All of it could have happened. So when you are investing, you see risks, but I think risks are being eliminated or at least reduced. The more certainty you have at the person that is speaking in front of you, at the product that you see. There's a big difference between a product that's already installed in multiple locations and a product that is a dream. And a lot of other factors indeed.
Wow.